So I tried to do a members live again, and I don't know if it's just too late. I had a long night at work, so I was running a little behind for the members live, but I'm gonna try again on Sunday. If anyone's watching the replay back for this, I'm gonna try again Sunday night at work. It was wild. I had somebody come in right as I had my daughter hit the X for the members only live, so I feel kind of bad. Hey guys. So literally right as she hit the X, someone came in. I think it was Amber. So I'm sorry. I just feel like Friday night was probably a bad idea.
I think it was Henry.
Henry? You saw Henry? I don't know if I have a member named Henry. I just think Friday night was probably a bad night to try to do a members only live. I figured it was you, Amber. I'm sorry. Like literally right as I sat there for 10 minutes and no one came in. So I was like, I'm just going to end it. Everybody's probably either in bed or out doing something. It's Friday night. So I think I'm just going to try again on Sunday for the members only live. But I figured I'm already up. I planned on going live, so we'll just go live. And we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. My daughter's right here. You want to show them your face, don't you? You can show them. Go ahead. She got her face painted, so she's super excited about it. Okay, that's enough. She wanted to show everybody. They went to this monster truck rally thingamajig. The monster truck slide. I can try to do tomorrow night, Amber, if that works too. Maybe I'll try tomorrow night and then maybe I'll try Sunday night. Oh, no problem, Melissa. I'm probably not going to be on super long.
I'm not a panda.
Hi, Spencer.
I'm a dog.
She's a dog.
Okay. I'm a dog.
She's a dog, not a panda.
It's a dog.
So yeah, I think I'll do the members live tomorrow night instead. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll try Sunday night. It's not a big deal either way. I know Friday nights are like really hard because everybody's out doing stuff or they're working late, because I know a lot of people work in the restaurant industry or they have their kids, you know, so I get it. But what did everybody do today? Anything fun? I'm so tired. No problem, Melissa. I hope you're doing well, though. I'm so stinking tired. Long day at work. I burnt myself. Can't really see it. I decided not to put the ring light on, but I burnt myself pretty bad today. And again, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm whining. But it is what it is. We'll see if anyone wants to hang out. If not, then I'll probably just edit. I made a ton of coffee. I brushed my teeth and then I ate brownies. I did get a comment today on one of my community posts, someone looking for deity, and I thought I saw him streaming. I hope he's okay. I thought I saw him streaming like recently, but I don't know. Third time in a month. What's the third time in a month? The live or? I'm so tired, Spencer. Oh my gosh, it's been wild, Amber. We're so short-staffed. We have me and one other cook right now. Somebody left to a new job, and then our other cook is on vacation. Oh, that's rough, yeah. I can imagine that's rough, Amber. I'm sorry you had a rough night, too. I'm like, I feel bad because I don't want to leave where I work because I love my boss. She's such a nice lady, but it's just getting to be too much for me. And I started working there because I wanted low stress and more time with the kids and more time to focus on content, and it's like consuming me. It's just getting to be too much. There's so many jobs right now, so like I could, you know, go somewhere else. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad day too, Winnego. And Spencer. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Dude, it's so bad, Amber. Everywhere around here, Like, as y'all know, I live in a very rural area, and there's just nobody. Yeah, I wish I had a Starbucks near me. I don't even make that an hour, right? So I left a really good job for a restaurant. Like, I would love to place making really good money, but it was just too much. And I was there for 3 years.
Is it a full moon?
No, it's not a full moon. I don't think it is. I honestly haven't looked, but
members asked.
Oh, they asked me that?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. But it's just, I was like, oh, I'll take less money to work closer to home and less hours so I can be home with the kids. And oh my gosh, it's just been so much.
But there is stars outside. That could mean a full moon.
The stars mean a full moon? She's my sidekick tonight. Yeah, that is scary though, Spinster. Like, really scary. I would be worried about that. I don't blame you for being worried about that. That's very, very, very scary. Don't peel my stickers off, please.
I like the stickers.
You like my stickers?
I want that one.
Yeah, that's a Ringing Rock sticker.
Okay.
She's the one who makes a lot of my jewelry that I have.
I like it.
And you know my cup with the butterflies on it?
Yeah.
That's from this lady. I feel like I'm just so boring. I've had my makeup sitting on my desk, pulled out for like a week, and I haven't done anything. I have to do it? Are you telling me I have to do my makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be smart, Spinster. See, I'm so blessed. I never have to worry about people coming to my house. If somebody's coming to my house, I will see them. I will hear them before they even make it to my door.
Free people.
I will tell you though, when we lived in the city, Kyle was out doing something and I was home alone with both kids, and the door was unlocked because I was waiting for Kyle to come home. And I was laying down in bed in my birthday suit, and some guy just randomly walked in thinking my apartment was somebody else's apartment. And he was belligerent, and I jumped out of bed because my kid's room was the first room when you walked into the house. So I freaked out as soon as I heard it. And jumped out of bed, again in my birthday suit. And he thought I was hiding whoever he was looking for. It was very bizarre. And then I called the police, and you know what they said? Oh, we know who this is. He has issues. And they never sent anyone out to check up on us or anything like that. It was so scary. Made me never want to live in the city. Oh my gosh, it's so much safer here. PTSD is hard. Every time I think that I've got my PTSD like good to go, something will trigger it out of nowhere. Your hands are so dirty from that paint.
I know.
Ooh, I'm excited for you, Amber. Yeah, it was pretty scary. That's why I feel for you, Spinster, because it is so scary. Especially when people aren't like on something, or they're just not in the right state of mind and they just do stuff, you know? Trying to be vague because little one's right here. You need to go lay down. Please. And you're not laying in my bed because I don't want paint all over my pillows. You can lay on Daddy's pillow though. Just not on my pillows.
Cool. Well, that's easy. So I just have to go on that pillow.
Oh, I never put the lid on my drink all the way.
Thirsty.
Hi, Duda. How are you? I love that name.
I didn't have any drinks. Only water.
Yeah, a doorbell cam is very important. Yeah, I'm sorry you struggle with that. When to go.
Oh, there's 8 now.
I don't know if you can still get one because I don't have a doorbell either, but I looked into getting cameras when we know who came into the house and stole from us, but well, it's from me. So I looked into getting some good cameras. What I have now is not the best, but they do the job. Oh my goodness, what BS, spinster. It's wild. Hi Lynn, how are you? So any of my members or anybody that watches the replay, I'm going to try to do a members only live again tomorrow night when I get out of work. So like 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link to the live will be in a community tab post. That's just the easiest way to do it. I tried to do a regular live like this and just have members only chat last night, and it did not work out. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to try again Sunday. I know it's been kind of hard. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do live streams, but not everybody gets the notification for the community post. And then when I have a regular live but make the chat only for members, for some reason it glitches and I can't see anybody typing. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. I did update my app, so maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, no problem, Spinster. All the content will still be there. So my newest vlog will be up, but you just have to go to the members only community posts and you can just click the link. So for any new members, if you ever want to see what content is already up exclusively for you, just go to my community posts and just scroll, and then you can find the links for members only stuff. Just the FYI. And if anybody has purchased the highest tier, which I think I have 3 people right now on the highest tier, then you just have to reach out to me and claim your reading, and we'll figure out how to do it. I think I only owe 1 person a reading right now, and we're talking, so we're talking about it. And I do, I'm sorry guys, I do also offer one-on-one private readings now. Little self-promo. I'm horrible at self-promo. I'm horrible at the business side of things because I just feel really awkward. What?
I haven't had a drink except water.
Okay, but you're not
water lemonade.
Yeah, I was going to say you had a $10 lemonade because Daddy told me. Dude, can y'all even fathom? They went to this monster truck thing. I had to work, so I couldn't go. So I gave them $120 to go, like, for spending money to Kyle. They spent all of it, which is like whatever. I knew, I expected them to spend it all. But for a lemonade this big, it was $10. $10. So for the one-on-ones, Amber, it is $10 for 50. I do time slots. They always go over, though. I'm not going to sit here and BS you, but obviously if it goes over...
$10 for a lemonade?
Hold on. Yeah, it was $10 for a lemonade. So I go by time slots, Amber, but obviously, like, if we're in the middle of a reading, I'm not going to cut you off and be like, oh, this is, whatever. But it is $10 for 15 minutes, $20 for 30 minutes, or an hour for 40. Okay, you're interrupting me, though. I can read the comments after. All right, let me start over. $10 for 15 minutes, $20 for 30 minutes, $40 for an hour. If you want an oracle pull with your reading, for the first 2 options, it's $5 more. For the $40 1 hour option, it's included. And then you just reach out to me through email and we'll figure it out. I know, right? It probably wasn't even good, to be honest, the lemonade. Was it good? Was it a good lemonade?
No.
It wasn't good? You didn't like it? It was like water,
It had
wasn't
it did taste like regular lemonade. Then we wanted some more, and it was like almost at the bottom. And then Daddy filled it up with some water, and then it tasted like water.
Oh, so you filled it up. So, well, yeah, it was not even free refills. Like, you know when you go to the fair and you can buy like the $10 little container, but it's free refills or whatever? It wasn't even free refills. I asked Kyle when he told me it was $10. It's like, did they give you free refills? He's like, no. I'm like, what? Yeah, so I take payment through Cash App, PayPal. Those are the two options I have. I don't have Venmo, so a lot of people feel more comfortable doing PayPal, which is fine with me. It doesn't matter to me. You need to go lay down, please. Go lay down. I got your glasses, which are filthy, Chica. Chica, Chica, Pika, Pika.
I'm on Daddy's pillow.
Yeah, stay on Daddy's pillow. Don't get my pillow dirty. Wait, is that a crack in your glasses, or is that paint on it? Oh, there's like something stuck on it. I'm gonna have to get the glasses cleaner. I really need to buy you a backup pair of glasses. I need to get your prescription. These are filthy. Isn't it, Windigo? Yeah, you should be able to through either PayPal or Cash App. Because, well, I know Cash App, you should be able to link any card to it. But I can also figure it out for you. Because my PayPal, I have a credit card linked to it and my bank linked to it. Maybe it's not PayPal I'm thinking of. Maybe it's Cash App. I know one of them I have a credit card linked to. So I can't remember which one, though. I just don't feel like I need 3. Like, I feel like I don't need Venmo, right? Because if I have Cash App and PayPal, why do I need Venmo? I don't know. That's just the way I think, but I know a lot of people have all 3 of them. But I feel like usually people have PayPal or Cash App. I only got Cash App because of me donating to people. So many people had Cash App that, you know, needed donations for whatever they needed help with. So I ended up getting Cash App for that reason. But now I also use it for tips for readings or for readings. So yeah, I think you can, Amber. I know one of them I have 2 cards linked to it. I just can't remember which one right now. My brain is so... Yeah, a lot of people like Cash App. I honestly really don't use it that often, except for when I'm donating to people. But I like that with Cash App, I mean, with PayPal you can too, but I like with Cash App that I can write specifically, like, donation for whatever. And I like that they have the thing where the person, like, hearts it when they get it and stuff like that. So that part I do like from Cash App. What is it? I want to know what it is, Spinster. Oh, I understand that, Amber. I have, what do you call it? Yep, that's it, Tarrah. I have a friend who's in prison, and I send him, commissary and stuff. I love my Keurig. And I got a cold brew maker because I spend a lot of money on, like, pre-made Starbucks coffee or pre-made just iced coffee in general. And we have a very small freezer, so, like, I have ice trays, but we really don't have room for the ice trays. So, I just usually, like, I never have ice in my drinks, my iced coffees. So, I was like, I just need to start making my own cold brew, which I've had the maker for a while. It was very inexpensive, but I always forget I have it, to be honest. And then I'm in the store spending $5 for, you know, $6, $7 for one thing of Starbucks coffee that makes like maybe 2 or 3 of these. Oh, I love them. Califia, or however you say it. I love their cold brew. They make a really nice mushroom one too. I don't know if you've tried that one, Spinster. I love their creamers. I like their half and half. It's half almond milk, half coconut milk. Love that. Anything I've tried from them, I've loved. I also love Cobana. Cobana, is that my Cobani? I think is how it's spelled. Anything I've tried from them, I love as well. Like, I got this creamer from them right now that I love. It's like a chocolate, like a mocha. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so good. It's sweet, but it's really good. And everything they use is, like, not artificial, which is nice, too. I actually buy my creamer from Califia, or however you say it, off of Amazon because I can't find it here. Yeah, they don't where I live either. I have to buy it off Amazon. And I don't really use Amazon unless it's like stuff I just can't find anywhere. If I can't find it within an hour and a half from me, then I get it from Amazon. Like food-wise. And if I can't find it from a small business, I use Amazon. But even, you know, I pay for Amazon Prime, and it still takes like at least a week for me to get anything from them. I've never gotten the 2-day shipping they say that you get for paying for Prime. I'm like, why do I even pay for this? One, I don't use it enough to even have Prime. I don't watch TV. I don't use the movies on it. I don't use any of the services on it, and I don't get the shipping. So why am I paying for it? Ooh, that's cool that they have that option. I wish ours did. Our supermarket. Or, it's not really a supermarket, it's a grocery store, but a really expensive grocery store. Like, a loaf of bread is like $6. Ooh, look at that. Why are you staring me down over there, Chica? I think Winter wants to come up with you. You can call him up. There you go, Winnie boys. You could have put the sheet on there. You're curled up with the sheet. The sheet's not a blanket, it's a sheet. Just because you take the sheets off your bed doesn't mean I like them off of my bed. Troublemaker. Hi, Equinox. Equinox, are you able to do, like, are you able to come to a live stream tomorrow night or Sunday night? And also, I'm sorry, I know that you sent me a message on TikTok. I have not looked yet. I'm not even going to try to lie to you. I haven't looked yet. Yeah, I know so many people that get that. But, like, I think it's just because I live in such a rural area. That's why it takes so long for me to get stuff. Like, when I was in the city a few weekends ago, I was at my friend's house visiting her, and she was like, oh, my Amazon Prime's here. And she's like, yeah, so I ordered this dress yesterday. And I'm like, you ordered that yesterday and it's already here? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, dang, I don't even know what that feels like. Unless I physically go somewhere to buy it, I have to wait at least, I think the fastest I've gotten something is probably 5 business days. Okay, awesome. Good to know, Miss Equinox. I just can't believe how beat I am. We've got, I think, 3 more weekends or 2 more weekends until my coworker comes back from vacation. Oh, wow, that's super close, Spinster. I love that you go to local businesses, though. Very important. Very important. You starting to get tired? Good night, sleep tight. Do you remember the song I used to sing with you when you were a baby? Who's my pretty, pretty princess? You don't remember that? I used to sing that to you every single night up until you were about probably 4. I would rock you to sleep. Who's my pretty, pretty princess? Pretty, pretty princess. You don't remember that? Oh, it makes me sad.
But I do remember you.
But you remember me? Well, I would hope you would remember me. I'm your mother.
Unless I would be running away from you.
You would what?
I would run away from you right now, not know who you are.
That would hurt my feelings. And then with Maddox, I would say, who's my handsome little prince? Handsome little prince.
No.
But that's when I would work 3rd shift. So I was like home when you guys would go to sleep. And then I would go to work. And then I was home when you guys would wake up because I would get off work. So you guys never knew when I went to work because you would go to sleep. I would go to work. I'd go to work, go home, and then you'd wake up. And I'd get up with you. Oh, no problem, Equinox. Good luck with the job hunting. Oh, that's pretty sweet, Spinster. I wish more areas did that. Oh, thanks, Equinox.
I wish you were like that.
You wish I was like what?
Going like at the middle of the night when we are sleeping and go to work and then come back in the morning. In the morning.
Why do you wish I would work while you were sleeping?
So we would always have you.
So you would always have me?
The day.
Yeah, I know I work a lot. I try, though. I work a lot so you guys are able to have things, though, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I spend my time off with you guys, so you can have alone time and special time, right? Pretty much never, Amber. Like now. Never. At one point, I was working 3rd shift, then going to school, hair school. And then I worked a part-time job. I worked full-time 3rd shift, did school part-time, and then I worked a part-time job 2 days a week, plus had the kids. I don't know how I did it.
Why?
Yeah, our farmers markets are pretty expensive. Yeah, it stinks, man. And I always feel bad because, like I said, when I left my other job, I was like, I didn't work for like 2 months because I waited and waited and waited to find another job because everybody wanted full-time. And I was like, no, I want part-time. I won't take anything but part-time because I was dedicated to spending more time with the kids. And I took the job I have now as part-time, and now I'm working over full-time. So it is very hard being a working mom. I agree with that. That's really nice if they do that with the local businesses, though. They're kind of like that around here. Like, they don't give you incentives or anything to shop local, but they are really great about not making it too, like, they would never build a Walmart here. The biggest thing we have is a Dunkin' Donuts. We have a Subway, but it's all in one. And then we have a dollar store. Other than that, it's all. We have an IGA, which I didn't even know there was other IGAs besides the one we have, because I've never seen one before. Yeah, we don't. It's so hard to get. Like, most jobs don't give you that at all. Absolutely, Amber. And I mean, I've worked their whole lives. Kyle's more of like this stay-at-home parent. He works part-time, but like, he's always worked part-time. I've always worked full-time, at least one job. Hey, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you put your socks down the laundry chute, please? I can't sleep with socks on either. Don't feel bad. Can you all sleep with your socks on? I can't do it. Even when it's cold out. What? Yeah. It's so hard to even, like, even when I had Madeline, I worked up until the day that I had both of my kids. Or I went into labor, I should say, with Maddox, because I literally left work because I was leaking fluid and went straight to the ER, and then I was in labor. With Madeline, I worked up until the day that I was induced. And where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. With maternity leave, I didn't have that option. Even though I worked full-time at both of the jobs that I had at the time, it wasn't an option. I had a C-section. I was able to take the time off, of course, but I didn't get paid for it. So I had to save the entire time that I was pregnant. And then with Madeline, I had moved into an apartment right after I had her. But I ended up having some medical issues and was in the hospital for a few months. Like a month after I had her. And then with Maddox, he was a 1 pound 8 ounces. He was a micro preemie, born at 25 weeks, and I had a C-section with all 3 of my kids. But with him, I couldn't even go. He was at a hospital because he was in the NICU. He was at a hospital 3 hours from me one way, so I couldn't even see him that much. And I had to go back to work both times early because I didn't have any money. I ran out of money. Yeah, I never heard of IGA till I lived here. But I saw someone on TikTok in an IGA, and they didn't live where I lived. So there's got to be more kicking around here somewhere. Yeah, I think Dad should get it too. Yeah, no sock zone. I'm the same way. Yeah, you don't get any pay here unless it's like a part of your contract. Like, some jobs you will get it, obviously. But it's not something that you're guaranteed to have. Yep, see, I don't get any vacation time. Even when I was on salary, under a contract, I was not entitled. The only job that I've ever had where I was entitled to vacation time was when I worked at Planet Fitness, which was my 3rd shift job that I was talking about. I was an overnight supervisor, desk person for Planet Fitness, and I worked there for 2 years, and I always just used my vacation time as, like, when I left, I cashed out my vacation time. Like, I used it as my 2-week notice, but I was only allotted like a week a year or something like that. And then when I left, I just, like I said, I just cashed it out as my 2-week notice. So, hi Callie, how are you, sweet pea? But other than that, no job that I've ever worked was I allotted vacation time, paid vacation time, or anything like that. Maternity leave, sick pay. Planet Fitness was the only job that I got benefits or anything like that. And the pay was crap. It was like $8 an hour, but the benefits were good. I got vacation time and sick pay, all that jazz. Yeah, we don't. America is messed up, dude. Like in so many ways. Oh, I'm sorry you have a headache. I feel like everybody's just had a really rough week, man. I definitely have. I don't even know which way is up, which way is down. It's just been so much. And I got offered a job the other day. It would be part-time, and it's like $5 more than what I'm making. You know, you're not the first person to ask me that tonight, Callie. I don't think so. I just feel like there's something going on. Thank you. Loving the dream in color sober. Ooh, I love that handle. This week is a high school bully. A high school bully. Thank you, Callie. I'm just starting to realize, like, the older my kids get, like, how much time I've missed. Does that make sense? And how much time I'm missing. I'm good, Amelia. How are you? Winter, are you hot, my boy? Are you hot, my boy? And I feel bad because, like, not even just with my kid stuff, but, like, doing content and then, like, you know, I have had so many people reach out to me in the last few weeks, you know, wanting to do interviews and wanting to talk to me about things. And it's like my schedule is just so busy. So I lose a lot of opportunities because of that. And then, just content in general, I feel like I'm not pushing out as much content as everybody else I see, even people with smaller platforms than me, and it just makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't know. It's just been a lot mentally for me. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Amelia. Thanks for being here. No, I tell that to people all the time now. People used to say that to me all the time. They grow so fast. And I always thought it was such a cliche saying, but no, they do. They grow so fast. The kittens are doing good. Last I heard, anyways. I'm excited. We've got like 5 or 6 more weeks, though. I do remember that movie. Oh, let me know how it is, Spinster. I'm too hard on myself, Amelia. I don't know why, though. I don't understand why my brain is like this. I feel like a lot of millennials feel the way that I do, though. Because, like, we were kind of brought up on a hustle culture. And, like, constantly told that we needed to be doing more. Or we're lazy. So I don't know. Ooh, I love that idea, Spinster. Well, I know one of the cat's names is going to be Seymour. The gray one's going to be named Seymour. Because it reminds me of my friend. And that's what she was going to name her gray cat. But the guy she was dating at the time when she got her gray cat, which is years ago, would not let her name him Seymour. Instead, she named him Toby. So I was like, okay, I'm going to name my gray cat. She's like, you have to name him Seymour. So I'm like, I'll name him Seymour. But the other cat, I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll have to look at that area. I feel like, you know, I moved all my stuff around, and now my lip balms are so far away from me. Do I have any lip balm or lip gloss over here? Anything? Oh, I knew I had some of this stuff. I went and bought more of this for when I got my tattoo. And I kept saying to myself, I feel like I have some of this. I did. So now I have a big old bottle of it. Plus this tiny bottle. But I plan on getting more tattoos. Y'all may think I'm a little cuckoo, but I want to get jelly bean. Like really light, pretty cursive. Like right here. Like right here, I think. I don't know. Somewhere like really small though. I'm like making it look like I want it way bigger, but just like super small, like right here. Maybe right here. Something like that. I really want to get it done. Like I'm convinced. Oh, no. Why do I only have my gloss bombs over here? Does anyone else's lips feel like itchy and burny when you wear the Fenty gloss bombs? Every one I've tried, it does it to me. And I don't know why. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that happens to. Like I'm allergic to it or something as I put it on. But I feel like I'm allergic to it or something. It's so nice to see you, Chrissy. Thanks for being here. See more butts. It's funny. Kyle said the same thing. Oh, no, that can really hurt your feelings, though, Amelia, when people say things like that. Oh, so you live in a nice area, Spencer. And you know what I tell any younger people that I work with? I tell them, don't let your job consume you. Be your identity. And don't put your job first. Like your mental health, your physical health, your happiness is number one. 1000%. He is trash. Who's trash? Oh, the guy you dated. I was like, who's trash, Callie? Me too, Chrissy. I have to have lip stuff. I live in the same state as you do? Do I? Are you talking about me, Chrissy? I love this shirt. It says reconnect with a phone and a sad face and then like the trees. Oh, you do? You live in Vermont? Do you live in northern Vermont or southern Vermont? That's absolutely not true, Amelia. Well, I live very close to New Hampshire, so until I moved to Florida as a teenager, I was raised in New Hampshire. So I went back and forth between Florida and New Hampshire literally my whole life. I've been in Vermont now for 4 years. But I'm originally from Concord, New Hampshire. And then I've lived in Manchester, Boscawen, Nashua, like everywhere. Pretty much any area of New Hampshire I've lived in, from north to south, east and west. Well, I just mean weather-wise, Spinster. Oh, I don't care, Chrissy. You can Google me, and it's on there. So, I mean, I'm not going to give out my address, but it's not hard to... It's very well known where I've lived as far as, like, areas and states and stuff, so it doesn't bother me. As long as no one shows up to my house, That's all I care about. And if you show up to my house, I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. Because you probably wouldn't even make it to my house before somebody around here would say, this car is not from around here. This person's not from around here. Oh, rain is not bad, though. I like rain. Even though I have to say it's been a really crappy summer, at least where I live this year. Oh no. Oh no. I was actually just in Concord a few weekends ago. I'm going back down for Labor Day. Actually, Chrissy, I don't know what you're doing for Labor Day on Saturday, but my friend who was murdered, her name is Trisha Haynes. Well, I know her as Trishy. We're doing a big rally at the State House on September 4th, which is a Saturday. And if you're in the area and can make it, I would love if you could join. I plan on doing a whole video on it probably next week, or maybe doing a live kind of announcing it, because I do have a few followers that are from like the area, like New England. And it's not going to be about me, but I will be there. Obviously, I want to get as many people as possible to go. So I'm going to be making a TikTok. And there is a Facebook group as well that is ran by an amazing person and woman called Justice for Trish Haynes. And Haynes is Haynes. So yeah, if you can make it, that would be awesome. Thank you. You too, Amelia. Oh, thank you, Spinster. I almost cried. Thank you for doing that, Spinster. That means a lot to me. I just did an phone interview for a podcast that's going to be covering her case, Trisha's case, and I hope it went okay. I always get nervous doing those things. Like when I did the ID channel thing, it was a little nerve-wracking, but because it was during the Big C, it was all over Zoom, so it wasn't so bad. But I feel like phone interviews are a little bit different, right? I don't know. They seemed really, really nice. So hopefully, the only thing that scared me a little bit about it is that I thought that the family, like Trishy's family, knew about them covering it. And they didn't tell me until after it, because they were posting all over the Facebook group, like how all these podcasts were going to be covering Trisha's case. So I assumed that this podcast that reached out to me because they saw me on the ID channel special on Trisha's case, I assumed they had talked to her family about it, and then they told me at the end that they hadn't talked to her family about it. So I was like, because I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But her family didn't want me to talk about her case on my platform, and they were kind of rude about it. But then once this was when I only had like 100 followers, and now that I have almost 5,000 followers, they reached out to me to talk about her case. So I'm like, I would have been talking about it the whole time, but I wanted to respect her family too. You know what I mean, Julie? Being like, I didn't want to be disrespectful. And they did a rally 2 years ago. It was either a year or two ago. And I filmed it. It's on my channel. It says Justice for Trish Haynes. The rally's still on there. I was kind of a B word because I was really upset that they weren't really rallying. They were just kind of standing there. And my mom and I were very emotional. It was just a very emotional thing. I got a comment on that video the other day. Someone was like, you're being immature. You should have shown us how to, I guess it was someone who was there, and they were like, you should have shown us how to rally and all this other jazz, which we did try to get people to do that, and no one wanted to do anything. They just wanted to stand around. But it also wasn't my place to tell people what they should and shouldn't be doing, or it wasn't my place to tell them, they weren't doing it right. because there's no wrong way to have a rally or a right way. You know what I mean? I think it was just all of us were just going through so much. You know, cause with losing Trish and just like the circumstances of everything, you know, with like her body being dismembered. I mean, it's just really, really dark. And I think that I just was taking out my frustration and like processing my grief in a very immature way. So I thought about privating that video, but a part of me is like, no, don't private it, because I want people to learn about Trish, right? So I don't know, maybe I'll private it after I make a better video. I do plan on filming the rally, like parts of the rally this year, just to spread more awareness about Trisha's case and everything. But I definitely will handle it a lot better than I did last time, because, again, I felt like I handled it really poorly and really immaturely. It's so horrible. I love that, Spencer. Thank you. Oh, no, don't. You're fine. You are not interrupting, Chrissy, at all. Thank you, Callie. I think your profile picture is cool, Chrissy. Yeah, I want to bring awareness, but I also don't want it to turn into something like about me, if that makes sense, because I feel like her family, which I understand, and this wasn't all of her family, this was just a few people. I can understand why it looked bad, right? Because the ID channel found me and wanted to interview me because they found my YouTube video about Trisha's rally, and they knew that I was a friend of Trisha's when she was younger, so they wanted to interview me for that, you know, from that perspective. So to the family, it looked like, okay, this is Trisha's, not, like I said, this wasn't everybody in the family. This was just two people, well, really one person, but to them, it looked like, or could have looked like, I'm trying to look at their point of view, right? Oh, here's this girl, me, who does social media, and she made a video, a vlog of the rally that we put on and basically talked crap. And because a lot of people think, because people do social media like YouTube or whatever, that we want to be famous. So that was what they were saying, like, oh, you just want to do this because you want to be famous. And I never talked about it. I never talked about going on the ID channel. I never said anything on my platform about it until the family asked me to use my platform to talk about it. Then I started talking about it. But they were like really, 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 not that, there was a few people, but one family member was basically like, oh, you're just trying to do this for fame. And I'm like, what is this going to get me? You know? So it really was like hurtful, to be honest. So I just decided not to say anything. And I would have people comment on my social media and be like, hey, have you ever been on this episode of blah, blah, blah? And I just wouldn't respond because I didn't want to be disrespectful. So once they reached out to me, once I had more of a following, this person reached back out to me and was like, hey, you want to use your platform to spread awareness? And I'm like, of course. So yeah, I've shared a few of my favorite memories with her, like for different interviews and stuff. One that I had completely forgotten about up until I did the phone interview for the podcast the other day is that So we lived in, well, I lived in this apartment complex. Well, it's like an apartment building that used to be like a hotel or motel, whatever the difference is. The one where there's like different entrances, but they turned it into an apartment building. And my old landlord was Trisha, or is Trisha's aunt. And my mom was really good friends with Trisha's grandmother who raised Trish and Trisha's mom. But anyways, we used to do like these really big fun barbecues. And I remember we made like this makeshift basketball hoop, and we had this basketball that was so flat, like so flat. And out back, it was just dirt, like sand dirt. And there was like this cool trail that led to the Merrimack River. It's in Bosquen, New Hampshire, by the way. But anyways, so I was thinking about this when I did the phone call about how we used to play these games where we would like bounce the ball up and try to get it into the hoop, but it wouldn't really bounce because A, it's dirt, and B, it was flat. And then how we would try to run almost like kickball, but kind of different. Like we would just make up these games. This is before social media. So we would always like try to play jump rope and all that stuff, and then like we would get dirt in our faces. So like that type of stuff. I think of all the fun that I had when I was a kid, even though I lived in these really crappy places or I was homeless. I made do with, we made do with what we had. And yeah, so just stuff like that. Because Trish is younger than me, or was younger than me. But we always accepted her, and her grandmother was very protective of her for reasons. It was very understanding why she was protective of her. But yeah, it's just a really sad situation. And I just really hope that her grandmother can get justice, because her grandmother is... I feel so bad for her grandmother. So bad for her family. Oh, I appreciate anyone who has served for our country. It's such a selfless thing to do. Fox hunting? Yeah, I kind of had to be creative. We didn't really have toys because my mom couldn't afford them. So we kind of just, we were given things. I did a lot of writing, a lot of journaling. Oh, you didn't bring me into a negative place. At all, Chrissy. I know, have you started using the watercolors yet, Callie? Oh, you still haven't done it yet. You need to. You have to send me an email when you finally create something. Yeah, I could imagine being an only child must be rough. Even though most people that I know that were only children, they said that it was lovely, so. Exactly. What Chrissy said. 1,000%. By the way, hello, my silent viewers. I appreciate you being here. I'm still debating if I'm going to go into work early tomorrow or not. Ooh, that sounds so exciting. I haven't painted in forever. I do coloring, like I color, but painting is so fun. My son has really been loving painting lately. Like, he's been painting like every single day. He's been like, Mom, I want to paint. Mom, I'm going to paint. And I'm like, okay. I just bought this brush. I'm like, when did I get this brush? I forgot I bought it. I think it's supposed to be a highlighter brush, but I would use this as like an under eye powder brush. Oh, maybe a highlighter brush. I don't know. This would be good for contour. I forgot I bought some new brushes. Every day he's wanting to paint, pulling out the paints from, getting on the stool, getting on the counter, pulling the paints off the refrigerator, getting down, going into the craft box, getting paper out, getting himself water. I'm like, when did you get this drive? It took so long for him to get into like being creative, like coloring, drawing, painting. But now that he's in it, like Madeline's always been like that from the time that she was not infant, but like probably 9-10 months. She's loved like art. Whereas with him, it's only been like the last year or so. Like they both got art awards in school this year. But he loves it now. And he's so creative. Like I said, she's always been that way. She's always been a journaler, always had art books, sketchbooks, coloring books. But he just has been in it. He's been loving it. Some people are like that, Callie, where they just like the clean look of everything together and they don't want to mess it up. That is a real thing. Tarrah, you're going to end up scratching your screen. Oh, that's a good tip, Spinster. I downloaded these apps because I have to create a new budget, which I've been saying this for a week and I still haven't done it yet. But I have to create a new budget. So I downloaded this budgeting app because I used to just like write it out in a notebook. But I downloaded a budgeting app and then I got suckered, y'all. So I was looking for an app that was like a planner, but it would also kind of like a habit tracker / planner, like daily planner, not just like a, you know, with like a more organized daily planner than just like your calendar in your phone, right? So I found one, or what I thought I found one. So I downloaded this app and it said that it was a habit tracker, daily calendar, weekly calendar, reminder thingamajig. And then it was like $29 for it. And I'm like, I ain't paying $29 for that. So I went to exit out and it was like half off. And I'm like, okay, I'm willing to pay for that app, you know, and it had 5-star reviews, all that jazz. So I pay the 14 something or whatever it was, $14.99 or whatever. Come to find out, it's just a damn habit tracker. There ain't no daily freaking planner, none of that jazz. I got straight up snowballed scammed from this app. I'm so mad about that. So then I had to download another app, which I'm trying out now. And I paid for the pro version, which was like $5. But this one's way better than the other one that I spent 15 something on once I got tax included in it. I'm like, they scammed me. They straight up scammed me. There ain't no daily planner. It literally is like habit tracker, and then it only has so many habits. So like things like skincare, brush your teeth, drink water, like all the basic freaking things that I could put in add a reminder to anything, right? I'm like, have any of y'all ever been scammed by an app? I feel like a lot of us get scammed by apps, like paying for apps. But this app that the one where it was like 5 something, it's a one-time fee. It's not like a monthly fee, so that's nice. And I like it so far. I've only been using it for a few days, but I haven't tried the budget app. It's called Mint, like MINT. I haven't used it yet, but I do really like the calendar habit, whatever one, the $5 one so far. We'll see. Because it's really nice. How it lays out is, so you put in your daily thing, and you can also do like lists, like if you have to-do lists, because I have to make a list every day. So what it does is you put in, so like say I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, right? So I put when I wake up, and then I put like the time I want to be in bed by, and then I'll fill in like, say I'm working 12 hours. So I put in when I'm going to work, when I get out of work, and then it'll be like, okay, what do you want to do with, you know, the 3 hours from when you get up to when you go to work? and then say I put in journal for 15 minutes, and it'll be like, okay, now you still have this much time left. What are you going to do for this much time? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, or if I say walking to work, so I know it's going to take me 20 to 30 minutes to walk to work. So then it'll say like, is there anything else you can do with this time? You know, say I had 40 minutes to spare. So I like that it gives me like, okay, you have this much time here. Or even if you don't want to put anything there, it's like, okay, I know I have leeway of like 30 minutes. Or if I, you know, say I plan on going grocery shopping or something, or doing laundry, I know I have 40 minutes in between the next thing that I need to do. And I wanted something like that for me because I need to see that, because I have to make lists of what I need to do, but I also need to see it. And I have an issue of where I hyperfixate on something like, say, editing, for instance. I will sit and edit for 12, 15 hours straight. And that's not healthy. It's not good for me. I end up getting a migraine. I end up pulling all-nighters. So if I can say, okay, I'm going to edit, say, an hour or 2 hours every day for 7 days and put that into my time that I have in a day, then it's better for me, like more balance, if that makes sense. And I tried writing a planner. That didn't work for me because I would always forget the darn thing in my drawer. And I tried having like a calendar. That didn't work. I tried using my regular calendar for my phone. That didn't work. So far, I really like this app, like a lot. And I guess it was created by like a student in India who has ADHD, so front page paralysis is real. You're so funny. Yeah, if you haven't been feeling well, I can understand that. No problem, Amber. You know what's funny with the first page thing? I always still write my name on the first page of anything. Does anyone else do that? I feel like it's a like a school thing. I always write my name. Like I literally do. I don't know why I do this. Yeah, everywhere. They all have my name. I'm not kidding. Everywhere. All my journals. And these are just the ones I have sitting right here. I've got a whole freaking drawer full of journals. Even here. You can't really see it, Tarrah Christine. I don't know why. I always feel like I have to write my freaking name in everything. Not on the front, on the inside. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to write a review about the darn app that I feel scammed by. Ooh, I'm going to have to look into that book too. I'm going to have to check into that. Spinster, you always recommend such great things. Oh, I love that. That's so cute, Chrissy. See, I am really bad because I don't have anything from my childhood. I have one picture of me and my brother from when I was like 6 and he was like 5. And then, I mean, I might have 1 or 2 more photos, maybe. And then I don't have any photos until I'm like 12 or 13. And I don't have any of my old poetry books or any of my old journals, nothing, because all my stuff just got destroyed over the years. So I hold on to everything that my kids make, like drawings, certain schoolwork stuff they do. I hold on to a lot because I'm like, I never had that. They each have a baby book. Like, I do. It's bad. Good night, Spinster. Yeah, I'm going to be getting off here soon, too, because I need to try to edit for at least an hour and then get some sleep. I don't know why I do that though, Chrissy. Have a good night, spinster. Wait, what's what called again, Amber? Ooh, I love that. What was what called again, my dear? I like want to do my makeup, but I just took a shower. And I know I'll regret it once I put it on. I'll be like, why did I do that? Because I'm not filming tonight. I can't listen to Gabby Hanna tonight. Hi, Nikki. How are you, honey? I just feel like playing with makeup. I haven't done makeup in... It's been like 2 weeks now since I've done makeup. Maybe 3? Such a pretty blush color. Why not create? I could do that. I thought about doing face charts before, but I never did it. I feel you, Nikki. Same. Same. I still need to have Kyle glue this. Oh, did he already glue it for me? I had a shadow that popped out of here. Maybe he glued it for me, and I didn't realize he did it. This palette is so pretty, though. I just love the colors in it so much. I know, Callie. Everybody I know is having a rough week this week. Seriously, everybody I know. I just feel so off balance, and I feel like everybody, again, is going through the same thing. Hi, Mermaid in the ICU. How are you? I know I say, I'm about to get off, and then everybody jumps on. It will, for sure. It will definitely pass. Oh, the app? What is the app? Hold on, I can tell you in 1 second. For the calendar, Amber, it's gonna freeze, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna look really quickly. It's called Structured. And it's got like a white block with a little like thing around it with a check mark. I like it a lot. And then every time you do something, so like say I have work and then the time frame, you just push on it to say that you completed it. So it's really cool. It's like a to-do list and a time blocker at the same time. Yeah, it's called Structured. If you look, if you just look up daily planner, it will pop up. Oh, happy birthday, Grandma. No problem, Mermaid in the ICU. I'm going to try to go live either tomorrow night or Sunday night. I tried to do a members only live tonight, but it didn't really work out again. Probably because it's Friday night, which is understandable. So I'm going to try to do it either tomorrow night or Sunday night or both. We'll see. But, oh, that's so cool. 90, wow, that's amazing. Good for her. Happy birthday, Grandma. Happy birthday, Grandma. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Grandma. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Mermaid in the ICU, like, she has seen some shit. Good and bad. Yes, we can. There's not very many on here. I know it probably looks from this side like there's a lot on here, but there isn't. But I can give you a stick, like a good sticker tour. Hi, Jen. How are you? I kind of show it in the vlog too, my other sticker area. I don't have all my stickers on it yet because I have a ton more I need to add. But so this is from Simply, what is it called? Simply Sand Ceramic. Then we have Ringing Rocks Mint, Dame Darcy. Y'all know I love her. This is from Loverly Goods. Excuse me. And then this is from Lamer. Why can I not remember the other part of her name right now? But I'll show you the other stickers I have. Because this is like the real sticker area right here. I need to add more to them though. The lighting could be so much better over here. But yeah. We got tons of stickers. I need to add the ones that the newer ones that I got. I add my favorite stickers to this is like one of my favorite ones right here. And then the Dame Darcy ones. And then we have Teddy Fresh. We have Drift. More Dame Darcy. This is my friend. Her design, she turned into stickers. Same with this one. More Ringing Rock Mints. Tunnel Vision. Dame Darcy. We got some plants. We got Twistful Thinking, her logo. So yeah, but I have a lot of stickers. Like, hold on. Move, chair, get out my way. Oh. Like there's a ton of stickers in here. And then these are all thank you notes and more stickers. So yeah, look at how old this deck is. I never use it though. But yeah. Lots more journals. Little animals. It was funny because this artist, she also made this. And I got that from her as well. But my spirit animal is half cat, half owl. And she randomly made this like set. And it happened to have an owl and a cat on it. So I bought the whole set. I bought the keychain and everything, which is on my car keys and house keys. And then here we have, oh my gosh, look at how pretty Callie. You'll probably love this. Look at this journal. It's so heavy. Isn't that gorgeous though? This is by Aggie and Indigo. She has a Etsy. Isn't it beautiful? Random stuff in here. More journal, manifest journal. Some ritual stuff, coloring books. This is like a planner that I haven't even used. Daily planner. More journals. Lots of journals. Dream journals. A self-care journal. You know what? I should probably put this self-care journal. I should probably give this away to somebody. Have I used it? No, I haven't. I should really give this away. In a giveaway, just a random giveaway, because I have a self-care journal that I use already. Oh, I like this. Yeah. This is by the same person who makes this journal that I always rave about. And it's nice and small too. I don't know where I just put my pen just rolled in here. But I have a lot of journals. Like lots. A lot of them. Lots of journals. I'm a journal hoarder. You just gotta have different journals for different things. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Like I've got different journals for different moon phases, different journals for different tarot stuff, different journals for rituals. note-taking. I can't be the only one who has a million different journals. Where's my chat? I can't see. I love stickers too. No, I'm going to be getting off soon, Jen, so don't feel bad. Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, Nikki. I hope it gets better for you. Absolutely. So I'll show you the journal again. I know it's not too far off, Callie, but look at the giveaway pile that I have for the 5K giveaway. It's enormous. I've got this sign thing. I've got this. These are actually in the members vlog, but you'll see. I got a tarot deck. Got so many candles, lashes. I got a makeup palette, skincare, bath bombs, more skincare, bath salts, a makeup eraser. We've got some lip balm. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here. We got a Bluetooth speaker. I mean, we got some selenite. We got another crystal over there. We got a necklace. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here. So I'm just going to start giving away stuff randomly in my videos. It's not going to be in the title. I'm still going to do the 5K giveaway, obviously. That's not changing. And all the, you know, there's still going to be a lot of great stuff for that. But I'm just going to start giving stuff away because, your girl likes to shop. And I get sent stuff here and there. So I just want to start giving back a little bit. And I want it to go to people that have supported me. So all my giveaways, for the most part, I've done a few giveaways where I've put it in my title, but usually I just sneak them in there. I do the same thing on Instagram. I just put them in my story and just don't mention it. And then I think I've done like 1 or 2 giveaways on my Instagram page where I've like done a post or whatever, but other than that, I usually just sneak it in there. Hi, Shanna. How are you, my sweet pea? I love you. Thanks for saying hi. Hi. She's sleeping. She literally, I'm not going to show her because she's sleeping and I wouldn't do that, but look, she slept underneath the sheet. Little butthead. I'm still coming down, Shanna, for, ow, Madeline kicking me. Ow. Oh, she literally just kicked the crap out of me. You need to push off my side duck. Over here. No, over here. Over here. Over here, please. Over here, please. No, over here, please. Madeline Grace, over here, please. No, over here. I know you're half asleep. Come here. Over here, please. Thank you. There you go. Shanna, if you're still on here, I'm still coming down for Labor Day weekend, so thank you for sharing resources, Callie. I already missed you, Shanna. Did that start charging my phone? I didn't hear it go beep. All right, guys, I'm probably going to get off because I'm tired. Try to do a little bit of editing. I need to pee. Okay, yeah, definitely. Well, I have the rally for Trish on Saturday. But other than that, I'm going to be free. My work's closing for that weekend, so I'm trying to get Kyle to come with me and bring the kids so we can get like a hotel room and everything. Aw, thank you for becoming a member, Chrissy. I'm so excited. No, thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciated it. I needed to hang out. I needed it bad. Like, bad news bears bad. And I'm sorry that everybody is having such a rough week. Even though I will say, like, I'm not glad that you're having a rough week, because trust me, I'm not. But I'm happy that it's not just me. Well, I hope your headache goes away and you feel better, Callie. I want to know, though, do y'all think, really quickly, do y'all think I'm crazy for getting jelly bean tattooed on my arm? Because I feel like the jelly bean thing not only represents, like, our community, but it also makes me think of my mom, because I get, you know what I mean, jelly bean from my mom, because she said it to me all growing up. So it just reminds me of, like, everything special to me, if that makes sense. So I really want to get it done. I think I'm going to get it done when I go by the same guy that did this, because I really like his art style a lot and his small lining and everything. And I've seen his cursive writing and everything, the way he does his lettering, and it's really good. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better already, Callie. That makes me happy. I know people will probably think I'm kind of weird to get a tattoo that's like, especially with like, oh, you don't even have 5K, but you're gonna get a tattoo. Because like most YouTubers are like, oh, I'll get a tattoo once I reach 1 million for my community. But I'm like, yeah, Jen, right? I'm like, come on. Like, I want it small. I don't want it, obviously it can't be too small because then it will look kind of warped, right? But I want it like, hold on, I want it like right here so you can see it. So like maybe this big. Or I also thought of getting it, even though I hate this about my arms, like you can tell I'm getting older and that I used to be over 300 pounds, or almost 300 pounds, I mean. Or like maybe right here, or like right here, like going across right here maybe. I don't know, I really like small arm tattoos. Like I realize I really like them, and all my leg ones are really crappy. I also need to talk to him about a cover-up for this especially, and this crappy tattoo. All my tattoos are crappy except for this one. This was my first professional one, and I want to see if he can do something with this one too, because I hate it. This was my first tattoo ever. And then this one, I need fixing. I need so much tattooing done. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm glad you guys understand what I'm saying. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Callie. So this one is, okay, so little story time really quickly before I go. So all of the tattoos I have on my body besides this one, which is 10 tattoos, I have a video on my channel showing all of my tattoos, by the way. It's like from a few years ago, but I did do a video on it. All of my tattoos, besides this one, I did to myself, or somebody did it to me with a homemade tattoo gun that was made from a motor from a CD Walkman, a guitar string that was dremeled down to a point, and Indian ink. So this one, my friend did, and it says, a cigarette pressed between her lips, but I'm staring at her tits. It's the wrong way. And, you know, I thought I was really so cool when I had this tattooed on me in red freaking ink. Now, the whole idea was I wanted it to look like it was carved into me, which I was like 19 when I did this. But literally people, when they see this, they think I harmed myself. Or the other thing is I wouldn't wear shorts for years. Now I don't care, but I wouldn't wear them for years because I would be in Florida wearing shorts in my bathing suit, and elderly people would be like, oh, what's wrong with your leg? Why did you carve yourself? Or why did you write on yourself? Or what does your leg say? And then I would have to tell them, a cigarette pressed between your lips because I'm staring at your tits. It's the wrong way. So, hate that. Love the song. I love the song, but I hate this tattoo. And then this one I did to myself, which started out as just the 420, and then these, you can tell from the lining, started out as just 420 with 1, 2, 3 clouds, and then this was supposed to be like a moon. And then somehow I ended up with all this. And I hate it. And it's ugly. The moon isn't even going the right way. And then I did this one to myself, which is really bad too. Which is, I guess, supposed to mean crazy. But I don't know if that's even what it means. And then I have a heart with an A, which was for my ex-girlfriend. She used to have a heart with a T, but she got it covered up. She was smart. I don't think I would cover this up, though, to be honest with you. And then, whoop, wrong way, Tarrah. I have this heart that right after I got it done, I went to work and a huge thing of grease went into it, so it never healed properly. And then I have my oldest son's name on my ring finger. And I have this really crappy thing. And then I have this one, which I don't really hate this one. My ex-girlfriend did it. It's not the worst one that I have, but I mean, you're not a millennial if you don't have this tattoo. Am I right? At least I don't have them right here. The stars right here. Do y'all remember those girls that would get them right here? Or like the guys that would get them two big ones right here? I'm trying to think. I feel like oh yeah. And then on my foot, I have I love you, which this one I will not get covered up. I might get it darker just because one of my exes, I've lost 3 exes to overdoses, but one of my exes had his nickname on his inner foot, and I got I love you right here in the same spot on my foot when we were together. So I'll never ever cover this up. I did this to myself. And it's supposed to be a line and then I heart you and then a line, but it's faded so much that I need to get it redone. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, the worst one. Okay, I say this is the worst one. No, I'm gonna show y'all the worst one. It's gonna look like I'm getting naked. Oh, I'll just do it this way. Well, maybe you probably can't see it that way. Hold on. Does anyone know what ICP is? So somebody did this to me, and actually I paid money to have it done. It's supposed to be a hatchet girl, and Kyle says it looks like a little girl running with a piece of paper. Yes, Insane Clown Posse. So Kyle always says it looks like a girl running with a piece of paper, not a hatchet girl. But I literally paid someone to do that to me. And it's awful. And I couldn't see it. So, yeah. Yes, I used to be a juggalette. Can you believe that? You probably can believe that. So I have Sublime lyrics on my leg, which, again, I love the song. Just wish I hadn't done this to myself. I've got this girl running with a piece of paper. I've got some clouds and a moon that don't go the right way. I've got some symbols that I don't even know what they mean. And then I've got stars because, you know, again, you weren't a millennial getting tattoos unless you had these stars everywhere. So yeah, I have a lot of cover-ups that I want to get done. But I didn't get any professional tattoos because I'm like, this is the first tattoo I've gotten in like 10 years. Yeah, 10 or 11 years. Because I did all of these within like 2 months. And then my friend Sunny, she's covered literally from her neck down, all with home done tattoos. Like I've done so many tattoos on the girl. She's got a Care Bear on her back, which I almost got mine. I almost got one. I'm so glad I didn't. She's got like this tribal question mark on her thigh that I did. I thought I wanted to be a tattooist for a minute there. But when I got this one done, I showed him my other ones and he's like, the lines are actually really light. I might be able to do a cover up because I went to go see a guy probably 5 or 6 years ago. And he basically told me the only thing you can put there is a koi fish. And I was like, I don't want a koi fish. I'm not going to cover up a tattoo with a cover up of something I don't want. Like, what is the point of that? And it's going to be like $2,000? Not happening. So I talked to this guy and he was like, I could probably do it. We could do like some really pretty flowers or something. He's like, it would have to be big, but it would be really pretty. Just like a big floral, you know, I like flowers, right? And his line work is really good. So, and his shading is really good too. I just wish this wasn't red because I'm actually not a big fan of color in tattoos. But I hate this. And then this, I have no idea what I would do here. Maybe more flowers. I have no idea. Anyone have ideas? I'm all ears. Because it's bad. Bad news bears. Yeah, actually, I know a lot of Gen Xers that don't have tattoos. Oh, it sucks, right, Jen? And that was the thing, is that all of the tattoos that are home done that I did to myself or let people do to me, I was completely out of it. I was in active addiction. I was completely out of it. And I didn't care. I was like, you only live once, YOLO. Plus, my best friend at the time, Sunny, is just someone who, like, she's someone who's like, no regrets. She's just very impulsive, and like me and her as friends just like fed off of one another, and it was just super toxic and bad. Hi, Maru. Thank you, Christy. Come here. I'm gonna let you up. Give me a second, dude. Ooh, I'll have to check out that app, Jen. Sorry, I'm just seeing that. I went on a tangent about tattoos. Well, I thought about also tattoo removal, but oh, it's so expensive and so painful. And I don't mind tattoos. Like, I love tattoos. So I'm like, if I can get it covered up, I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Mermaid in the ICU. And the thing is too, like I was saying, I didn't wear shorts for years because I was so embarrassed by this one. And as much as I hate my tattoos, they're like a part of me now, if that makes sense, because I've had them for so long. And it's like, yeah, I know they're absolute trash, but like, it is what it is. But now that I'm getting older, maybe it's because I'm like in public person now, I just want them to look better, if that makes sense. But even if I never got them covered up, it's kind of just like a part of me now. Like, I've never edited them off of my body or anything like that. Yeah, you hear the train, Shanna? Always. Every time I'm filming or live, I swear. I'm so glad you guys know what Insane Clown Posse is. Anytime I say that to people, they're like, huh? What is ICP? I know a lot of people that I won't have tattoos, actually. Which is crazy, because when I was younger, everybody was getting tattoos. You can get something off your chest, Rebellion. Okay, you can say whatever you want, Rebellion. Yeah, same. Same, Jen. And now I'm just like, whatever. Actually, I think I saw one of your TikToks or something. Maybe it was a live you were doing, Jen, and I saw you had that tattoo on your leg, and I was like, oh, girl, I relate. Am I pro free speech? Absolutely pro free speech, but I also feel like we shouldn't hurt people's feelings, but I feel like everybody's entitled to their own opinion, absolutely. Yeah, it's always weird to me, Maru, which I'm not like saying this in a negative way, but it's always weird to me when people get tattoos and they have no meaning to them. Like, even my crappy ones that I have, like, I remember why I got them, and they have a meaning to me, even though they're absolute crap. They all have a meaning. Oh no, even if it didn't have to do with me, Rebellion, I do believe in free speech, and I do believe that everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's like when people, like, I can only refer back to me, but like with my videos, for instance, like if I'm talking about somebody or something where it's somebody's favorite YouTuber or personality or, you know, ranch or whatever, I don't argue with them. I let them speak their opinion, and I always let them know, like, you're entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to my opinion, right? So, yeah, I totally agree in free speech and people being allowed to voice their opinions, but I also don't think we should try to hurt people. I don't know. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, there's, you know, there's some tattooists that's all they do is fix shitty tattoos. Where is it at? Mermaid in the ICU. I can't draw either. What's a sneed? Why are you nervous? The rebellion. Yeah, but I know a lot of people who just go and get tattoos. They're like, oh, like back in the day with the quote unquote, I hate this, this phrase, but tramp stamp, right? People would just get anything tattooed there. Hi, Harley. How are you? Oh, like right here? I love that spot, though. Did it hurt? I love, like, right here, like the rib cage area, but... Hi, Share Bear. How are you? I do too, Jen. But yeah, I've always thought about right there, but I feel like it would hurt so bad. Like, I love chest tattoos, like, right here. But I'm like, oh my goodness. It would hurt so freaking bad. Hold on, guys. They should be hidden now. There we go. I was just a troll, Harley. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, but... It was very predictable, right? I always give people the benefit of the doubt, but... Not gonna happen here. Oh, I didn't know that. I have very pasty skin. Like, I'm like pale, pasty, like transparent. You know what? I actually don't like the term transparent as paper because paper really isn't transparent. Oh, it's all right. It doesn't bother me. I've had worse things said to me in my real life. If you had to meet my mother-in-law, if you had to meet my first kid's father, second kid's father, like, it's all right. Oh, awesome, Harley. I'm so excited. Just let me know. Just send me an email. It's funny, since I cut my hair off, so before I cut my hair, I would always get that I looked like Ashley Simpson. I don't see that. Well, I kind of see it when I do my makeup. Or I get that I looked like Hayley Williams, which I don't see at all. But ever since I cut my hair, you know what I get now? Ellen DeGeneres. And I think it's because of the nose and because of the hair and blue eyes, obviously. But yeah, I was like, that's so funny. I'll be Ellen. Can I have her money too? Actually, I would not want all that money. I feel like that's too much money. Even though I will say, I don't really like Ellen, but those unhide blankets that I always rave about, I found out that that's her brand, and I was like, ugh. But I love those darn blankets. Yeah, it's all right, though. Oh, that sucks. Mermaid in the ICU. That's so weird. There's a lot of people I've seen talk about, like, having skin issues after the big C. Like, where they get rashes or, like, their skin just changes in general. I'm surprised that my daughter literally has my whole sheet ripped off my bed now. That's gonna drive me crazy. She is her father's daughter. Yeah, did you end up getting a rash too? Like, I see a lot of people getting, like, these bad rashes. That's so wild. I feel bad for people that have to deal with that. Skin issues are no fun, especially when it's all over. I need to put my laptop away so my kids do not get into it. Hold on, guys. Sorry if this triggers you with the Ashy Cat thing. I just gotta put this away. It's the glitch. Sorry. Being an a-hole, I gotta stop. Be good, Tarrah. You might be, Jen. I dealt with that. That's why I only use one type of laundry detergent now. Yeah, she's still online. I can't watch her, though. I had to literally totally stop watching her. Oh, it did? That's so weird. Yeah, that is what they said Michael Jackson had. I remember that. I know. I don't know why they don't do PayPal. Oh, Ashley. Miss Ashley can't. Like, good different or bad different? I've heard they're better now. Like, she actually engages with her audience, and she's, like, a lot more polite now. She might have blocked you, Harley. Blocked you from, like hid you so you can't comment. She did that with me. She blocked me from commenting on her channel. Because she wanted to talk all this crap about me in her live, and then I went to go into her live to confront her, but she had blocked me. Yeah, she probably did then. She watches, like, anyone that talks about her, like, I know my live streams, she used to watch my live streams, and she would have other people watch my live streams and screenshot who was in my chat. And then if she saw them in her chat, she would automatically block them. Or if they had paid for a reading from her, she would just take their money and then not do the reading and block them. It was really messed up for a while. Yeah, that's good, Jen. I mean, I'm glad that she's doing that. I mean, that's all I wanted was for her to do better and to be kinder to her audience and not scam people. And I feel like YouTube had to have said something or done something for her to, like, realize, hey, I'm not going to be able to keep getting away with this. I'm sorry that Tim has that, Shanna. I didn't know that Tim had that. See, I have, is it eczema or psoriasis? I have it on my scalp, and I get it in my ears, too. Like, I have to be really careful when I take a shower or anything. I have to make sure I get all the water out of my ears and everything. Oh yeah, I went through that too. But you know what, Jen? I don't know if you ever watched my last video, like the final one that I did on Ashley. It's like the finale, I think is what I named it. But from everything that I was sent throughout my whole time doing research for her, I truly believe, and all the live streams and everything, I truly believe that most of the people, if not all of the people reporting people that speak out against her, are actually people that don't like her. And they just want the drama and want to fuel the drama. I don't feel like it's her supporters. Like at all. That's why it was just such a mind F for me, especially when it started affecting my personal life. And that's why I had to step away. Well, I know Harley, she's been doing, because I'm still subscribed to her, I noticed she's been doing a lot of members only chats. So that might also be why you can see it, but you can't comment. Like, it will just let her members be able to chat or super chats, and that's it. Yeah, see, I wish I could do readings that fast. I have to spend, like, quality time with people. Yeah, exactly, Jen. And that was another thing that I just couldn't deal with anymore. I learned through this whole experience, so many people that I thought truly cared and wanted her to get help and all that jazz were just fucking liars. Full on liars. Not good people. All they cared about was the views and the clout from it all. Or it was them trying to one up one another. Oh, I'm doing more. I'm spreading more awareness. And then just the hypocrisy of it all. Like, oh, Ashley doxed so-and-so on her live stream, and then people are re-uploading that content, but they're not bleeping out the person's name or the person's information, so they're continuing to carry that dox onto another platform. Or, oh, we don't want kids to see Ashley nodding out, but yet you're re-uploading her content with no trigger warning, nothing. Just again, the hypocrisy of it all. Oh, Ashley's so cruel to everybody, but then you're going to get up on your platform and make fun of her content, make fun of her hair, make fun of the sweater she wears, make fun of her clothes, call her dirty, make fun of her skin, call her slow. The other thing too, diagnosing her, people calling her a narcissist, bipolar, all that stuff. Like, it was just a bunch of contradictions and hypocrisy for me. And I just learned how toxic a lot of that community is. Now, I did meet some amazing people through all of it, but for the most part, it's just a bunch of hypocrites and a bunch of people, in my opinion, that are doing it for the clout, the views, and they're just bringing more attention to her. And it would tick me off so bad when I first started talking about her, because I never did full research when I made my first video on TikTok. I had seen a few things on TikTok, but I was talking about her because I saw her on YouTube. And I truly thought she was on maintenance medication, so I paid for a reading, and I was only researching her about the scamming, because I remember because I love tarot, so I had found her on YouTube, and I kept seeing people in the comments saying that they never got their reading. So then I ended up getting in the comments, and I forget how, but someone reached out to me about her scamming them. So I paid for a reading, thinking she was on maintenance, which I never should have paid for a reading, and she scammed me. I didn't get my full reading. I didn't get everything I paid for. But I never in my first video wanted to focus on her addiction, because that's not what I cared about. I cared about the doxing and the scamming. And then I posted on TikTok that I had, which I do with most of my videos, hey, I just uploaded a new video, blah, 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 blah. And then I got this swarm of people. Oh, why aren't you talking about her addiction? She's on this and doing this. And so I started digging more, and that's when she was like at her worst. So then I got extremely worried. And I had a lot of people that were telling me when I started talking about how I was worried about her and how I wanted to offer her help. A lot of people were like, you're just doing this for views and for clout. And I was so mad, but I understand why they felt that way, because there's so many people out there doing that. And then so many people would say, well, you're just bringing her more attention. And I was in denial about it. I'm like, no, I'm spreading awareness. Now, I wouldn't re-upload her content like everybody else did. I think I re-uploaded like 2 things from her. Other than that, I just talked about it. But still, like, they were right. It was bringing her more attention. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I've said that through the whole thing. But again, I just realized it's just people are doxing everybody, and there's like drama with this person and that person, and it's just a shit show. Too much for me, too much energy for me, and I just couldn't deal with it. Especially when it started affecting my personal life. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jen, too, is that if she were to have come out and said, yes, I'm using, everyone would be like, oh, I fucking told you so. I knew she was using. Like, it wouldn't have changed anything, right? And like I said from the beginning, it's not even our business, really, if she is or isn't. Nobody should be sending her drug tests or demanding that she take a drug test on stream. Like, how is that our right? Are we CPS? Are we her PO officer? Are we her employer? No, like, it's none of our business. It's none of my business who she dates. If that person's married, it's none of my business. Her family stuff, like, none of that is my business. I cared about the scamming and the doxing and getting her help. But yeah, it was just, yeah. And I just realized so much I just saw a lot of people's true colors during that whole thing. A lot of people that had their accounts taken down that reached out to me and said, oh, my account was taken down. This must be a sign. I've needed to pull away for a while. I commend you for deciding to pull away because you're right. And then their account gets reinstated and they're doing the same shit all over again. So it's just, I feel like an idiot because I gave a platform to so many people who I thought were decent people, and then come to find out they really don't give 2 shits. So I could like go on a full ass I mean, I kind of just did, but I mean, I could keep going on a full ass tangent about this because there's so many layers to it. And if she were to go get help, maybe she already has. Again, that's none of our fucking business. But if she were to have gone away, I saw a lot of people be like, oh, she needs to be deplatformed. Okay, I kind of agreed with that at one point, but then I started thinking about it. Okay, so we can't control if people want to donate money to her. People are going to do what they want with their money. Like, I can't tell someone not to donate to her, right? That's not my business. And on top of that is I would rather her be on the internet e-begging than out there selling her ass and putting herself in an unsafe situation. Sorry, but I would. I would never want someone out there doing that because I know how that feels. Point blank, period. But, again, I have so much to say when it comes to this. Yeah, Jen's doing great in her recovery. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, I've had to basically unfollow a lot of people that discuss her. And then if I haven't unfollowed them, as soon as I see their content come up, I just scroll instantly. Yeah, like people were talking crap about her wearing the same sweater to work all the time. She works at a garage. Why would she wear a nice sweater to work? I wear shitty ass clothes to work. I have clothes specifically for work. Why would I wear my nice shit to work so it can get greasy and gross in the kitchen or stained? Who cares? Who cares? And then you had multiple people come forward and get clout and donations from people with this poor me, Ashley scammed me. And then it was all BS. They were never scammed. It was all a lie. And they made off good with people's money. Like, again, there's just so many layers to it. It is never ending. And people got so obsessed with her. Like, some of the emails that I would get, y'all, like, people were zooming in on her and being like, oh my gosh, yesterday she didn't have those zits on her face, but today she does. So she must have been high on meth and picking out her face last night. Or, like, people would send me emails like, look at the way her eyes look. Look at the way she's squinting on when she talks about this. Look at the way her mouth looks. I'm like, who cares? People were literally making fun of her when there was a roach in her hair. I felt bad for her. I know what it feels like to live in a roast infested place. And people would say, oh, she's so cruel. She's a narcissist, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you should not be diagnosing people. Second of all, addict behavior. Most people are cruel when they're in active addiction. And people thought that I'm so nice and this, that, and the other because it's taken a lot of work. But I used to be way worse than Ashley. I can tell you that right now. Way worse than Ashley. Absolutely, MJ. That's another thing. You make a great point, MJ. I truly noticed who was really around, like, social media friend-wise, follower, I hate that, but follower-wise, community-wise, when I decided not to cover Ashley anymore. I did. Because so many people dropped off like flies. Done. And I was okay with that. I was okay. When I put out that last video, I was okay with people being pissed at me and people dropping off. Totally fine with that. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to give a platform to the people that have been scammed and doxxed. And I wanted, and almost everybody I talked to before I put out that last video, where I was going to give them a platform to talk about what happened to them, they were totally understanding of why I made the decision I made. They weren't mad at me or anything like that. So that's all I cared about. And her getting help. But you can't force someone to hit rock bottom, which I don't really like the term rock bottom anyways, but you can't force someone to hit rock bottom. You can't force someone into recovery. Even if you deplatformed her, again, she would just go to the streets. Ashley's not dumb. She is a survivor, and she's a hustler. I would rather have her on YouTube selling tarot readings and e-begging than out there on the streets. I would. I feel like so many people that cover Ashley or that follow Ashley that are in recovery forget what it's like to be in active addiction, or they never got to that point, or they were privileged enough to never have to get to that point. Either they had people who enabled them so they didn't have to worry about those things, or they had someone who gave them a place to live, or what have you. There were people saying that just because she had a literal bruise, that she was IV using. People were speculating that about her. But yet they were, a few days before that, saying she's snorting her stuff. And I'm like, well, usually when people start to IV use, they don't go back to snorting. Sorry. That's very rare. Well, again, why is it your business? It's not. I remember I did one live stream where people came into my live stream and said that she was getting Narcaned. That never happened. So that's the other thing too, is so much misinformation that was spread about it. People coming in and lying, and I would have to constantly call out the lying and the BS. What was the other thing too? There was something else. Oh yeah, people came into my live stream one night swearing up and down that there was a syringe behind her in her video. There was no darn syringe. It was just a lot of that kind of stuff, man. Just, oh. That's awesome, Jen. I'm so proud of you. Because people are obsessed with hate watching her. That's the thing. It's like Foodie Beauty or Amberlynn Reed. It's the same concept. Which I feel bad for them too. Like people with Foodie Beauty right now. I don't know if y'all know who that is, Chantel. But people are coming for her with her addiction. And it's like... yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against people that have talked about her. I talked about her. I did go on my TikTok and delete a lot, almost all of my content that I made on her, though. I kept a few things, but I deleted most of it. Yeah, MJ. I mean, I agree with you on that. She should be allowed to drink. She is an adult. She can make that decision. I personally don't drink on my live streams. I don't drink anyways, but if I did, I don't drink on my live streams anymore because I know I have people in recovery that follow me, but that's totally up to her. She can do what she wants. It's her channel. She's an adult. As long as she's not harming herself or somebody else. I feel like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, I think, I watched like 10 minutes of one of her lives. I feel like she's doing better. May not be 100% amazing, but I feel like she's doing better. The other thing, too, is that so many of us don't watch her content and only watch people re-uploading her content and clips. And I was doing the same thing. I was making the same mistake. So people can spin any narrative they want by only uploading 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 3 minutes of a freaking 2-hour long live or whatever. They can make it look however they want. It's very easy. I annoy people sometimes because I will try to show full context, so the clips end up being a little bit longer. But most people don't do that. They will just... Again, I was doing the same thing because I'm like, I don't want to give her my view, so I'll just watch people re-upload her clips. But then when I was going to look at her content, and, you know, like from where the clips were coming from, it would make sense why she was reacting that way. It would make sense why she said certain things. But they would only take that little tiny bit and then post it and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Or she would, like, mispronounce things, which I do that all the time. That's another thing I didn't understand. A lot of the shit that people were giving her for, like, the way she talks or she mispronounces things or any of that jazz, I do that all the time. People laugh at me. People help me sound things out. People correct me with my grammar and things in a nice way. But with her, they pick on her. They talk shit. They poke at her. So why is it different for her and not for me or somebody else? So it's just a lot. I don't know how we got here, but we got here. Yeah, exactly, Harley. I agree. They do. Good night, Callie. I feel so bad for Foodie Beauty. Absolutely, Mermaid in the ICU. And that's the other thing, too, is, like, I feel like people forget that, like, internet people only show so much of their lives, right? People think they know somebody 100% by what they put out there on the internet. And that's not ever going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not. Even if someone streamed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they would still keep things and pieces of who they are to themselves. You would never fully know them. And then also, it's all how the person watching interprets things, right? So, are you hot, my boy? You're going to the groomer in 2 weeks. You gotta get a haircut again, my boy. It is very important to have context to the whole situation. That was another thing too, Jen, where people were like, don't watch Ashley, come to my stream or come to my channel and watch her stream. Don't give her the view because she's monetized. But yet if you have 100 people streaming her freaking live stream, not only are they taking her followers, right? But they're also building an audience completely around Ashley, and Ashley's still getting paid because people are watching her stream. That didn't make any sense to me either. And to be honest, I didn't want to become an Ashy Cat channel. That was not what I wanted. At all. Which is another reason why I had to step away. Oh my gosh, I hate that people shame people for their grammar. It's like, okay, well, I'm glad that you had the privilege to be able to have good schooling, or maybe someone taught you how to speak eloquently, but not everybody has that privilege. Thank you very much. They take the parts where she's reacting, the trolls, and say, look how evil and nasty she is. It reminds me of the abusers do to make victims look crazy. Yeah, that's what I was realizing, MJ. No, I truly, most of the time when I saw Ashley crying, I believe that she genuinely felt those feelings in the moment. Even if I didn't agree with her crying and e-begging, I truly did believe most of the time that I saw her crying that she was genuine. Absolutely. Maru, absolutely. Yep, exactly, MJ. 1000%. That as well. There was something else I wanted to say too, and I freaking forgot it. There's something else I wanted to bring up. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I've seen a few of her streams where she was genuinely upset, especially when it came to like her job or with rice or something. Oh, I misspell everything too, or pronounce it wrong. I'm gonna turn the AC on, my boy. I'm not hot, but you seem to be hot. What the hell was it that I was gonna say? I can't remember. Sorry I went on an Ashy Cat tangent. But it does, it just irks me so bad. Absolutely, Harley. Yeah, I feel like that's why I stutter, MJ. And that's the thing too, like, the sad thing about it, right? Her family has disowned her. Her own mother has disowned her, right? And said that they want nothing to do with her, that she's this, that, or the other. And I truly believe Ashley, with some of the trauma that she's shared, I believe her. I've said that from the get. I believe her. And I believe her family doesn't want to accept a lot of the stuff that Ashley has come forward about. 1000% believe that. Again, that's not my business. None of that is my business. But I do believe it. And Ashley's gone through a lot. And people want to talk all day long how they're pro mental health, advocacy, how they care about people's trauma, and they care about what people have gone through, and yada, 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 yada. But when it comes to Ashley, no one seems to care. Now, obviously there's things I don't agree with. I don't agree with her saying that she's autistic when the reasons why she says she's autistic don't add up, especially when I've seen proof of her stuff. I don't agree with some of the comments that she's made about being biracial. But her sister also did say that she didn't know if Ashley's father's side had anyone who was a person of color in the family. So Ashley might not be lying about that. So I do believe, though, that maybe some of the things that Ashley is like saying and reiterating, she may have heard from somebody, like maybe someone in her family told her that she had these things, or that she had a family member who was a person of color, or was, you know how many people I know where they were told that they were Native? Like their family would tell them, oh yeah, you're Native, you have Native blood in you, and then they get a DNA test done and they have no Native blood in them. So many people I know that has happened to. So maybe she did hear that growing up or something, so she has that in her head. Like, that's what I'm saying, is we don't know that stuff. And it's so easy to get caught up in the hype of it all, especially when it was like really bad, when she was doing really bad, right? But just all the shit that went on behind the scenes, in the scenes, everything. And the way that people get attacked for defending her, even when she is right, is disgusting in my opinion. Like, people just love to hate her. No matter what. Like, she could literally do no right, no matter what. It's the AC. My poor dog's dying over here. Yeah, I should probably get off here too now that I'm done ranting and raving. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like, it's amazing what DNA can do, like how DNA is and how bloodline is. Good night, mermaid. Yeah, and that's another thing too, Harley. So many family members lie. Like, for me, my mom told me my whole life that she had Native in her, and that my father's side was like almost full blood Native. She lied to me. Now, she didn't lie to me about my father's side of the family. And I only know that because of a family tree that has been done. Like old school family tree, right? But on my mom's side, there's no Native ancestry. Zero. She lied, right? So that happens all the time in families. Or like they heard it from their parents, and then, you know, it gets passed down. And then, you know, with the way technology and DNA is now and all that jazz. Or sometimes you just have really shitty family that just lies about shit. And I feel like Ashley had a very dysfunctional upbringing, so it wouldn't surprise me. I feel like she's confused when it comes to some things, absolutely, but people were making fun of her for being on the news because her apartment building got set on fire because they fumigated the apartment building for bed bugs, and they were laughing at her. Why is that funny? I've had bed bugs. No one laughed when I had it. They felt bad for me. I had bed bugs as a kid. Right? No one laughed at me. How was that her fault? If she lives in an apartment building, they were fumigating. Why is that funny? That's not funny. I don't know. Again, I could keep going. There's so many things. I could have made my final video so much longer, but I tried to make it as condensed as possible because, you know, and people give people crap for sticking up for her. I don't care anymore. I got rid of every clip. Like, I had thousands of clips of Ashley. Thousands. I'm not even exaggerating. I had a whole 1 terabyte, you know, TB hard drive full of fucking clips of Ashley from people sending me shit. That's a lot of fucking content. I didn't need that. That's weird. Why do you have that much content on a stranger? That is really weird. That I know people that I spoke to during the time of covering her. They will stay up. Now they'll make fun of her supporters for being in a 5-hour live stream of hers. But yet they're the same ones in that live stream screen recording the whole live stream, editing the whole live stream into little clips to repost, spending their whole day stopping what they're doing when Ashley goes live so they can screen record all of the content, then spend their time on different platforms re-uploading that content. Then not only are they spending their time screen recording, editing, re-uploading, they're also commenting on other people doing the same thing in the community. It's content. So you're going to talk crap about Ashley's supporters watching her live streams, but yet you're spending way more time and effort, darling. That's just how I felt about it. It's weird. It's a stranger on the internet. I mean, I think it's totally fine for Ashley's supporters to sit in one of her live streams for 5 hours or whatever. I've had 7-hour live streams where I've had people in there the entire 7 hours. But nobody says anything about that when it comes to me. No one's saying, oh, why are you in this live stream, right? Plenty of YouTubers have had 24-hour live streams where people have duked it out with them and hung out the whole time. No one talks smack about that. But when it's Ashley, people want to come for her supporters. But again, you're the one, not y'all, but some of these people that say crap to her supporters are the ones that will sit in the live, the same live that they're dogging her supporters for sitting in, screen record it, take their time to edit it, re-upload it, and then continue for hours commenting on posts. It's weird. Hi, Kai. Oh my gosh, bed bugs are awful, man. We ended up getting them 4 years ago. It was right after we moved into this house. Kyle's dad gave him Kyle's old bunk beds from when he was a kid, but it had been in storage for years. And Kyle never dealt with bed bugs before, but I saw a bed bug, and I was like, oh my fucking God, there's bed bugs in this house. So we ended up getting rid of them. It took like 6 months, but we got rid of them. We haven't had it, fucking knock on wood, we haven't had any issues. But luckily, I knew what bed bugs were from having them as a kid, because we were infested when I was a kid in one of our apartments. But if I hadn't known what they look like, Kyle never would have known, because he thought they were just like a stink bug. I'm like, no, it's fucking bed bugs, dude. It is very sick. Yeah, it's weird, MJ. We were talking about Miss Ashley Cat Kai, but I'm actually going to get off of here because it's almost 1 a.m. and I have to get up in like 5 hours and go work a 12-hour shift. So, I'm sorry. I ended up ranting about Miss Ashley Cat for the last 30-something minutes. But I appreciate everyone being here. It was good to see you, MJ. And Kai, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get some rest. I'm so tired. But I need to edit so bad. I know. That's really random, MJ. 5 a.m. Oh my gosh. Oh. Good night, Harley. Good night, Kai. You think my people are getting smaller? What do you mean? Like my live streams are smaller? That's okay. I like small live streams. Less drama. Oh no, you're totally fine, Creative. You know I appreciate my silent viewers, Creative. I'm a silent viewer, so I totally understand and respect that. Good night, Jen. Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. here, so 8:38 in Alaska. I wish it was that time here. 8:38, I'd be okay with that. That would give me so much time. The thing, Kai, is that I know a lot of people say this, but I truly mean it. Numbers don't mean anything to me. The thing I care the most about when in regards to numbers is my watch time. If my videos had 20 views on it, but my watch time was 16 minutes, which is about what my watch time is, I would be happy. And my watch time has been higher for the last 6 months in every video than the previous video or my average. So for me, that's an accomplishment because that means that the people that are watching my content enjoy the content and they're watching it longer, so they're engaged, and that means they like me, they like the content, yada, yada, yada. It's not about subscriber base for me, or how many views. It's about watch time 1,000%, because I want people to like my content. That's why I make content, right? Obviously, you know, we all want people to view our content, so I guess in a way it's about views too, but I've always said that watch time for me is the thing I care about the most. But yeah, it's not about the numbers. Do I appreciate the people that are here? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I also know that I haven't really been putting out that much content lately because I've been so busy, so I understand it. It's okay with me. It is what it is. And I never want to have too big of a following. That scares the ever-living crap out of me. You too, MJ. Thanks for joining. It's almost midnight for you. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, MJ, is I've never been someone to create content just because it gave me good views. Like, I know the content that I know the content to make to get high views. I've been a YouTuber long enough. It's not hard to learn the formula. It's really not. It's not hard for me to look at my content and see, okay, this is what gives me views. Like, the Ashy Cat stuff. If I wanted views, I could have milked the shit out of that. Milked the ever-living shit out of it. But it wasn't it's not worth my mental health, and I never wanted to make content that I wasn't passionate about. Because then it gets boring, and I feel like it definitely, especially me, because I'm the type of person where if I'm not passionate about what I'm talking about, it definitely shows on camera. So, yeah. It's just not what I've ever wanted to do. And that's why, like, I make different types of content. because it's my channel and I'm going to make the content I want to make. If I want to do tarot, I'm going to do tarot. If I want to make commentary content, I'm going to make commentary content. If I want to do a get ready with me and talk about my life, I'm going to do a get ready with me and talk about my life. If I'm going to talk about addiction, I'm going to talk about addiction. Exactly, MJ. I agree with you. Yes, it'll be up by the end of the weekend, Maru. And I'm going to have a shorter, condensed version of the vlog up on my channel, but the members only will get the full vlog. You guys have really been enjoying the vlogs and the members only content, which I love that you guys have been loving the vlogs. That makes me so happy. I missed vlogging. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I know I said I'm going to go like 500 times, but I'm really going to go now. I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to try to go live tomorrow for members only. If that doesn't work, then I will try Sunday. Sunday and Thursdays have been the best days for members only lives from like history. So I might wait and try on Sunday, and maybe we'll do Sunday and Thursday from now on, because that seems to be the best time again. So yeah, sorry for my little rants. Yes, I'm going now, I promise. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you. Am I gonna live stream next year? Probably. Okay, we shall see. Never know where the journey will take me, right? All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much. Bye, Kai. Bye, Maru. Bye.